Well, there's no better way to start a new year than with a rowdy, excited, if everyone would join me. Happy New Year. Okay, you guys. I just said with me. Ready. Okay, maybe that was better. Ready. 1, 2, 3.
Happy New Year!
Thank you, District 203. It is the first day of our Toastmasters New Year. It is our Happy New Year as we go into the next 365 days. Well, 364 now of our goals for the next year. Now, typically in the new year, we set resolutions. Now, we heard from some amazing speakers today, one of which that talked about running marathons or ultra marathons and these 100-mile runs. I know that every January, many people get up and they say, I'm going to run a marathon this year. I'm going to lose 100 pounds. I'm going to eat healthy. And they put out these vague resolutions. And as many of us know, they last a whole 30 minutes to maybe 2 weeks. 2 weeks on a good year. And as we come into our Toastmasters New Year, we often come into our Toastmasters New Year with things that sound much like resolutions. Large goals, large destinations, and we come in excited and we come in motivated and we come in ready to run. And we go a little too fast at the beginning. And we burn ourselves out. And towards the end of the year, we're tired. So this year, as we come into a new district, we're going to focus a little bit differently. We're going to be looking at our membership. We're going to be looking at things that are a little bit different because this year we have the benefit, the excitement, the uniqueness of starting a new district where we have been given the opportunity for us to expand our horizons. We have now taken over a much larger span. We are going out to Pomona, out right along that border of LA, down into the Temecula, Murrieta areas, out through Palm Springs. We love Palm Springs. We come up and out into Vegas, through Vegas into southern Utah, St. George and Cedar City, beautiful red rocks. We come up even higher, all the way to Fresno, where we are in Visalia and Hanford. We circle back around and we come out to Lancaster and Palmdale. We now have a massive reach. We now have connections across 3 separate states. We have an opportunity that is unprecedented as we step into expansion, growth beyond imagine. And as we come into this new year, new district, we are one district. We have endless possibilities. So to help thrive in this new district, I've set aside 3 separate things that I want to work on. First and foremost is listening and learning. How many of you here, and I think I know the answer, are in more than one district? How many of you have noticed that each district is a little bit different? There are things in each district that we don't always do. Some districts have speakers bureaus, much like this one. And yes, in 203, we will continue our speakers bureau. Some districts have in-person TLIs and events. Some districts do more online. Some districts focus on fun. Some districts focus on other things. But each one is a little bit different. And beyond that, each club is a little bit different. I like to refer to it as the club personality. We've all been there. We've gone to a new club. We are used to our old club, and we walk in and it's a whole new environment, which is exciting, which is how many of us end up in, I think I'm up to 5. The most I've heard is 11 clubs. This is our time to listen and learn, to make connections with all of our new clubs, all of our clubs as we come together, to learn their personalities. I have the benefit of visiting Fresno clubs and one club in Ridgecrest recently, where I got to see a different aspect. And they were amazing as they welcomed me in. They were a leadership club. They did things a little bit differently. And it was wonderful to connect and see who they were, to connect and see that club's membership and their goals, where they were going. Clubs in Vegas, clubs in Utah, clubs up in Fresno, we all have a little bit different of a moment. So first things first, we must listen and learn. And that means outreach. We will be visiting clubs, connecting with them, getting to know them, working with our division directors and area directors to make those connections and learn each club's personality and each member's goals as they move through their Toastmasters year. Because each one of us is starting something we want to get out of this. For some of us, we are terrified of this public speaking moment. For some of us, we've been doing this for so long, we're comfortable here. And now we need to go be world champion of public speaking or start networking to make that new business. We're moving into those directions, but we need to look at what each member, each club is bringing to the table and learn what is happening in each area or what has happened so that we can bring traditions forward, also create our own foundation as we move. On that note, as we move forward, we need to continue with our community. One of the greatest things in Toastmasters is knowing there's always someone at the other end of the line when I have a question. Making those connections with each individual person. Making those connections with each other. Whether that's through events, online, communication in general. We need to maintain a sense of community together. We can't be Southern California, Central, Vegas over there. Now we come together as one district together. So you'll see this year goals around meetings, events, getting together. Even if it's just an online quick check-in that you need to connect with. Making sure that we're responding and communicating with each other. Making sure that we're connecting in those moments so that we have time. We have a sense of who we are as a district. Often when things change, we lose that sense of community, that sense of family that we've come to grow and know each other as. And additionally, we're going to be focused on growth and development. We are going to have focus towards not just growth, club-wise, but individual growth, those learning moments, those aha moments as we move forward. We also need to make sure that while we are doing this, we are sharing the message of Toastmasters. Has anyone else heard the term Toastmasters is the best kept secret? We all heard that phrase before. Why are we keeping it a secret? Do all of your friends know that you're a Toastmaster? Do all your friends' friends know that you're a Toastmaster? Possibly. We often don't bring this side of our lives out and share it with everyone around us. Now, we have an opportunity to help other people learn and grow, especially with a reach as far as ours. We can bring clubs to spaces that never thought they could have a club. Rural areas that we maybe think won't work may just have an opportunity to do something impactful. So be considering those areas that we can share what we know, what we've learned, and the message that is Toastmasters. Whether that just adds more people to clubs, brings someone in that is craving that community, that learning, that growth, we want to make sure that we are there for them, that we're preparing these opportunities for them. Things like Speakers Bureau gives us a sense of growth and development. Several of us are here because one of our goals for ourselves is to become an accredited speaker. That may be in our future, hopefully not too distant future for some of us. But that opportunity presents itself in the qualified speaker program because it does allow us to practice moments like this, where we give a longer speech, where we prepare something more intense, more vigorous, as it were. I'm sure Ed could tell us all about what that program was like going through accredited speaker. She got to do quite a few speeches and go through a big evaluation to make it all the way. This gives us a stepping stone on our way to it versus jumping straight in. Now, if we do these things and we keep our focus on our members, on our community, on our learning, if we listen to each other, if we connect, then we can work our way towards distinguished. Distinguished is a status. It's a goal, it's an accomplishment. Smedley distinguished would be amazing, which I think we could hit. But the things we need to do to get there need to be the focus. We get focused on the end so far out, 364 days away, that we lose track of the now. And the now for us is listening, learning each other, finding those personalities, focusing on community and coming together, focusing on our membership, taking that time to really connect, and our learning and our growth. For those are the things that we can inspire. Those are the things that can help us get to the next big goal, the next distinguished status. So I want you all to join me this year in an exciting moment as we learn, grow, and develop ourselves, as we focus with our members, as we connect in our community, and as we become one district with endless possibilities.